I'm R. Sucharita, Government Degree College, Khairatabad, Hyderabad, Department of English. So, today we are going to learn about the poem Ecology, which is written by A.K. Ramanujan, and a warm welcome to the students of BA, BSc and BCom second year. So, we are going to continue the poem that this is part 2 and A.K. Ramanujan about the author. A.K. Ramanujan's full name is Attipat Krishnaswamy Ramanujan, 1929 to 1993. He was a poet, translator, folklorist, philologist, critic and cultural historian. Born in Mysore and educated in Mysore, Pune and Bloomington, USA, Ramanujan was a professor of South Asian languages and civilizations at the University of Chicago. While the range and variety of his work offer evidence of his scholarship, his poems are marked by gentle irony and a deep reflection of human relations. Ramanujan once observed that he was the hyphen in the phrase Indo-American, and his work displays an intense engagement with Indian traditions and culture on one hand, and with modernist issues such as transnationalism, hybridity, and transculturation on the other. Ramanujan was awarded the Padma Shri in 1976 and the Sahitya Akademi Award posthumously in 1999. So, A.K. Ramanujan, who is called as Attipat Krishnaswamy Ramanujan, he was born in the year 1929 and he died in 1993. He was a poet, one who writes poems, and he is a translator, he is a folklorist, and he is a philologist, he is a critic, and as well he is a cultural historian. And he was born in Mysore and he was also educated in Mysore, that is Pune, and also in Bloomington, that is USA, United States of America. And then Ramanujan, he was the professor. He was the professor of South Asian languages and civilization, and this was in the University of Chicago. So, in the University of Chicago, Ramanujan was the professor of South Asian languages and civilizations. So, while the range and variety of his work offer evidence of his scholarship, his poems are marked by gentle irony. So, these are the qualities which are found in A.K. Ramanujan's poems. That is, they are marked by gentle irony. Irony is, for example, if my son gets in a subject 0 out of 100 marks, but still I say that my brilliant son. So that is a mark of gentle irony, and he is also having a quality of deep reflection of human relationships. So he has a deep relationship of these human relations. Ramanujan once observed that he was the hyphen in the phrase, that is Indo-American, and his work displays an intense engagement with Indian traditions and culture. So you can find the greatest degree of his engagement with Indian traditions and culture. He is much more involved in the Indian traditions and culture on one hand, and with the modernist issues, not only Indian traditions and culture, but on the other hand he is involved in modernist issues such as transnationalism. So what is transnationalism? It refers to the diffusion and extension of social, political, economic processes in between and beyond the sovereign jurisdictional boundaries of nations and states. So that is called as transnationalism. And then hybridity. Hybridity means it is cross between two separate races, plants or cultures. It is a cross between two separate races, plants or cultures is called as hybridity. Hybridity and transculturation. So this is, you can see here, he is A.K. Ramanujan, and this is transculturation. This slide is transculturation. That means the term coined by Cuban anthropologist Fernando Ortiz to describe the phenomenon of merging and converging cultures. The phenomenon of merging and converging cultures is called as transculturation. So Ramanujan, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1976, and the Sahitya Academy Award, it was posthumously in 1999. So in 1976 he was awarded with Padma Shri, and in 1999, that is after his death, posthumously means after his death, he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 1999. So this is about the author. And now we are going to learn about the poem. Okay, so ecology is a characteristic Ramanujan poem. This is a very ecology. It is a characteristic Ramanujan poem. So what is ecology? Already we have seen in the glossary. So ecology is the relation of plants and living creatures to each other and to their environment. The relation of plants and living creatures to each other and to their environment is only called as ecology. So it straddles both tradition and modernity. So actually the literal meaning of straddles is act of sitting and standing with one's legs wide apart. Okay, so like that it straddles both the tradition and modernity. And the speaker's attitude, that is the poet's attitude, it reflects an innate empathy. Empathy means it is ability to understand and share the feelings of another. So if we have the understanding, that is the ability of understanding the feelings of others and sharing their feelings, that is only called as empathy. With tradition and an ionic self-distancing, you can see the ionic self-distancing, and then the poem, it progresses on the basis of a series of contrasts. So what are these series of contrasts? The speaker's initial rage. You can see the speaker's initial rage. Rage means it is the violent anger, the anger which is uncontrollable. We have seen in the glossary, that is called as a rage. So the poet is having this rage against the trees. Why he is having this uncontrollable or violent anger against the trees is he is concerned about his mother's health. So his mother was affected by these trees, that is the red champak trees, pollen powder, she was affected. Mother is affected through those red champak trees. So that is, and she was suffering from migraine. So his rage and the mother's stoic acceptance. And how is mother? Mother is in stoic acceptance. So stoic means having the same feeling for sorrows and happiness is called as stoic. So mother is having a stoic acceptance of her discomfort. Though she is not comfortable, with the red champak trees, and though she is suffering with migraine, still she doesn't want to remove those trees or distract them or destroy them. So, the speaker's seemingly unsentimental view of trees and his respect for the mother's sentiment and so on. And not only he is, rage, he is full of rage, but still again on the other side, he is respecting his mother's sentiments. Okay, unsentimental view of trees and his respect for mother's sentiment. He is respecting mother's sentiment and so on. So, the association of the trees with family. So, there is an association with the trees. This particular family is having the association of trees and familial experiences. Familial experiences means the experiences which are connected with the family. They are called as familial experiences. Gives us a profound insight into the Indian approach towards ecology. So like that, you can find the profound insight into the Indian approach towards ecology. So the poet, he skillfully maneuvers. Maneuvers means very carefully, more skillfully. He'll be moving very skillfully and carefully, that is, connectors and punctuation marks to conclude the poem in one single line. So, the poem highlights the inseparable relationship. So, what does the poem highlight? It highlights the inextricable. Inextricable means it is inseparable, that which cannot be separated. That is the relationship between the trees and the human beings. It is inextricable. It is inseparable between human beings and nature, and conveys the need for protecting our environment. So this it conveys not only the relationship, but it conveys about the nature, and it also conveys the need for protecting our environment. Okay, so this is about the poem. Now we are going to read the poem. That is, the day after the first rain. For years I would come home in a rage, for I could see from a mile away our 3 red champak trees had done it again, had burst into flowers and given mother her first blinding migraine of the season, with their steel long heavy hung yellow pollen fog of a fragrance no wind could sift. No door could shut out from our black pillared house, whose walls had ears and eyes, scales, smells, bone creaks, and then nightly visiting voices, and were porous like us. Yellow pollen fog of a fragrance no wind could sift. No door could shut out from our black pillared house, whose walls had ears and eyes, scales, smells, bone creaks, nightly visiting voices, and were porous like us. But mother, flashing her temper like her mother's twisted silver, grandchildren's knickers, wet as the coal pack on her head, would not let us cut down a flowing tree almost as old as she said by a passing bird's providential droppings to give her gods and her daughters, and daughters' daughters, basketfuls of annual flower, and for one line of cousins, a dower of migraines in season. Okay, so this is the poem. There is the poem written by A.K. Ramanujan. So we are going to do this summary, that is the explanation of this poem in the next video. So we have done about the author, that is A.K. Ramanujan, Attipat Krishnaswamy Ramanujan, and we have done the glossary, the meanings of this poem and about the poem. So thank you.